person alive that hasn't been a victim of being lied to. We're all hypocrites, giving our 2 cents but not listening. All living in our own world, thinking that we're right when the fact of the matter is a closed mind is the mind of an idiot. Don't believe
Playbook.
it's true, well, open it.
Keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Listen, that's what made me rich. All clubs selling out and hit the doorstep. Small business don't come around, they don't survive already. All that talk about it, that's what really made me. Listen, that's what made me. Listen, made me hit the whole outside. Crown way too white, they be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks.
Fun times in Cleveland ahead as we join you by the Lakeshore here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Cleveland Browns. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Strong to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On first down, right back to Strong. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. You think about this defense this week in preparation. You couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team.
What you want to do today?
In a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. Expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Strong. And a great run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
The details they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them between.
Touchdown, Bears! DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Haener on 1st and 10. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Out of the gun, it's Haener. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Haener sets to throw it. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That was a corner blitz, and it was Kyler Gordon getting in there for the sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the 1st quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
So they'll get nothing out of that play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. You look at this Bears defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. On that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this 1st quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And he can't do it all on one throw.
Now Haener. And this will be caught by Mooney. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
In motion, the tight end. Throwing on second down, Haener. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
Here's Haener looking to throw it. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Dustin Hopkins on for a field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well on that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Wentz rolling to his right. And the man open here is Strong. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 50 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball is right on the money and leads to a big play.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. One more time with Strong. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. Santos' kick is up and through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Browns drive about to get started. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, shit.
Oh, and now some space to operate. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 20. Travis Etienne. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down, run with Etienne. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. The Browns had 8-5 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Hayner looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
On the return is Jones. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2nd and 6. Handoff, strong run left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Wentz going to throw. He's got room past the 30. Still going. They can't stop him. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense
Taylor,
is
you
going to be in a lot
okay?
of trouble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And he's got the hook up to Moore. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They'll give it to Strong. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll go again with Strong. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 2nd down, the run with Strong. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he's just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
2nd and 9. Straight ahead is Strong. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll run out of the gun here with Strong. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Hit and drop behind the line by Shelby Harris.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Haener will throw on first down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Straight ahead, Etienne fights loose. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From the gun, here's Haener. That is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Haener. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. They run play action with Haener. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing, but in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now they'll audible to something else. To throw is Haener. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 23. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Haener here from the gun. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A quick throw outlined to Mooney. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Haener wants to throw it again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Throwing, Haener. He'll get that underneath ETN.
Oh, you gotta get that back before he gets to the goal line.
Finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Haener here to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jake Haener taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
2nd down, here's Strong once more. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Now Wentz. This one swung outside to Strong. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And the Bears' 1st down.
Give up the middle to Strong. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Mark, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up, and what's been so far a tough game for them. The 2nd down play, not much much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
So where did that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Wentz. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. That one good for 24 yards.
First down, Chicago.
A handoff for Strong. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 116 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing on first is Wentz. They'll set up the screen for Herbert. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Wentz now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Cole Kmet from 10 yards out. And the Bears will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Haener on 1st and 10. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here's Haener looking to throw it. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception. But playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
They'll run with Etienne. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Haener sets to throw it. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
13 more yards. That's another Browns first down.
On first down, Haener. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Darnell Mooney from 19 yards away. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Three guys standing there.
So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Second down here, Strong once more. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Second down here, Strong once more. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
A big part of the middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Handoff running left, Foreman. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've got 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done, so now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Give to Strong running right. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I'll give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football. I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't have any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw, quick throw to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers, run a quick slant or something like that.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
This is 1st and 10. Now ETN to start the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Here comes 2nd down. Hayner looking to throw. Connects with Peoples-Jones.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Here's Hayner. And incomplete on the deep ball. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Back to throw. Completes to Njoku. And they will get another first down here up near midfield. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. They'll look to throw. He'll get this off to ETN. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll look to throw. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 10-year vet knocks it to the goalpost, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Bears who will have the first chance to win this thing as we are underway here in overtime. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
First throw of overtime for Wentz. Gets it to Strong. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down, because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
Wentz now on 1st down. Looking Strong's way again, and he's got it. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Explosion plays always break the back of a defense, and overtime to put him in the red zone, that was huge.
I like your description there, because when you get an explosion play, now people are really scrambling on defense. Now they're looking to each other. Who's going to step up? Who's going to make a play? Offensive guys have the momentum. Now they're in the red zone. They've got to be thinking attack, trying to get it into the end zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 144 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. They'll run here with Foreman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. They'll toss it out right to Strong.
Goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either call pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run with Strong. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. So it's the Bears who come away with a victory. And the guy leading the way, CD, their quarterback, Carson Wentz.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most. And they're going to come.
Jimbo. Jimmy, what up? What's up? What's up? What's the deal?